Hello guys, and welcome back to another part of Blood Omen 2, the Legacy of Kain series. I'm joined again here with Thor.
Hello.
And in our last episode we literally just left off finishing the wharfs, and we've literally just now stowed upon a ship that'll take us to the Citadel, to where it's kind of like the main base of operations for the Hilden, of carrying out their plans, personifying their glyph energy, and then sort of subjugating it into the world of Nosgoth. So this is essentially where I think all the Hilden are transported, and it's usually the Citadel where it is that they start from. So we're going to go into this now, and it's going to be the last 2 chapters of the game. I also want to apologise in advance because I was sort of testing out OBS whilst I was recording this game, and found that the bit rate was a bit too low, really way too low in fact for my liking. So this was sort of like a test stream to, because I'm trying to migrate from Shadowplay NVIDIA to OBS, and for the most part it's worked out fine, it's worked out not a problem. But then I also noticed my file size for the videos are really small for some reason, like amazingly small, and I thought, wow, is that so really? And then I look back at the footage and I'm like, that's probably like a bit of a detriment really. I mean, obviously, given that if you guys have made it this far, you'll definitely notice the video quality is definitely not on par with the other stuff that I've been doing. So but I'm going to continue this trend anyway for this Let's Play, just to carry out the rest of the bit rate and the recording is the same quality, just to make it at least consistent. And then for my next Let's Play, which is already in the works, I'm already like figuring out, I completely decided what it is I'm going to play. I'm definitely going to be turning up the bit rate a lot higher so that the picture quality can be out a lot better. So without further ado, let's kick off to the Hilden City, or rather, oh there you go, it says the Hilden City. Was it really called the Citadel? I don't know why I called it the Citadel. Maybe I was completely wrong about that. So sorry. So yeah, it's the Hilden City that we're starting off now, and it comes in 2 parts. So yeah, let's kick it off. Subtle.
I saw that model change.
This is pretty much like a blatant reference to Bram Stoker's Dracula, and as we see, it's pretty much the same thing. Where I don't know if you've ever watched the movie or any adaptation of the movie Dracula, or Count Dracula, or any of those movies.
I've seen the one with Keanu Reeves in it, and
yeah.
I've read the book.
Yeah. Well, yeah, exactly. I'm referring to the book then. So I think that's actually the second closest adaptation to the book. Apparently, there's a BBC movie that was based more off the book than the actual movie itself.
I did see not too long ago. There was a video on YouTube.
Cinemassacre.
Not Cinemassacre.
Well, he did it.
He's done a comparison, but there's somebody else done a comparison. Their series is called "What's the Difference," and they usually do a film, a film compared to the book, or a film compared to the TV series, or whatever. And they did Bram Stoker's Dracula, and yeah, a lot of it lines up. What they've decided to include from the book does line up quite well.
Can't get back on the ship now. Probably don't need to.
It's
but
not
yeah,
a bad
essentially,
film considering early Keanu Reeves is in it.
Yeah, but I mean, he's done a lot of different sort of acting, hasn't he? He's tried to play some of like the Devil's Advocate. He was playing the guy from the Southerner.
Yeah.
Mom, this attitude of yours is getting tiresome. Probably not the best accent from me either. I'm not going to attempt to do it. Don't ask me.
Yeah, it's one of his really early films, wasn't it, Dracula?
Yeah, exactly. It was based in the very early 90s with... Who was it now? It was...
Gary Oldman.
Gary Oldman. That's it. Gary Oldman playing Dracula. And the reason I mention that is because this... there was a scene where Dracula was coming from his castle in Romania, and he was sailing his ship to Whitby. And during that time, he employed Renfield, the guy who he sort of enslaved, to sort of carry his coffin onto the ship. And during that time, whilst he was on the ship, he pretty much fed on the whole crew. And when the ship docked, only Renfield was alive on the ship, and obviously Dracula was left in his coffin. And this just totally reminded me of that. I think this was basically a reference to it. It was so blatantly obvious to it. It had to have been. It can't have been anything else. But anyway, not procrastinating any longer. We finished the last chapter. Procrastinate. What did I say?
Finished the word. Procrastinating.
Did I say procrastinating? Sorry.
Charlatan Emperor rears his head.
You are far from home, Dark One.
Spare your speeches, demon. Your secrets are known to me now. Your plans crumble like dust, brought down by my will.
You have struggled longer than expected, but nothing has changed. You see before you your death.
Know you not that your vaunted device is destroyed? Your hope of controlling Nosgoth lies in ruins. This world is mine.
You understand nothing. You are a degenerate remnant of a cursed race, doomed to walk the night as a parasite. Your life as easily snuffed out as those you feed on to survive. My race is but a warped parody of our former beauty. We are, like you, fallen gods, scratching for our former power. We will prevail. We will cleanse this world of your kind, and bring about a new, glorious age. Die, Cain. The Nexus Stone.
Fitting, isn't it? The very item you used to defeat me now turned against you. You're finished.
It matters not. The gate remains open, and even as we speak, my army, the likes of which this soft world has never seen, prepares to enter. Nosgoth is still mine for the taking.
Interesting. I actually forgot about that little transition. Yes, procrastinating. There, finish the damn word.
Permission to torment that beast? I need no permission to hate it. Hate, cousin? Why? I hate that place. I await the moment when all of it is destroyed. Ah, as do we all. And the creatures here. Do you hate them as well? I hate them as well. Yes. And soon they will all die, and we will at last have our destined revenge. Our destined revenge.
Could have done without those screams from that monster there, but
yeah,
you know.
Pretty much got the gist of what they were saying. They hate all living things in this world, and they want to take it over.
They're basically being the Daleks right now.
Oh, lovely. I guess we know what's in these bins, I guess.
It looks normal to me.
That's interesting then. So that was interesting. Like the Sarafan was right there, and they could have towed off. They could have they could have squared off rather, toe to toe, fighting there and then. But obviously, the Sarafan now knows Cain is here blatantly, and just runs off like a pussy. Just
He wussed out. He knows he's got the stone, and he's like, "Shit, I need to get something to combat this." So he's probably scrambling to try and muster up some sort of defense. Yeah, he basically wussed.
That was interesting, because I mean, again, it's like, hello, he's in your citadel, mate. Just saying.
Yeah. He's just sitting there in his room thinking, fuck, how do I deal with him now?
Yeah.
How do I get him out?
I mean, you're letting him roam here, mate. You know how much damage he's done over the last few chapters. He's here on your home base. He's on your home turf. I'm pretty sure he's gonna royally screw some stuff up here as well. And you're just letting him do it. So it's on your head at this point, right? You're not gonna mention to any of your guards, are you, that he's here either? Are you? Just this.
No, you won't, will they?
So here we have some sort of building or door as well. A little bit of artifacty stuff showing that I think it's meant to represent the language of their race.
It looks like a tomb.
Yeah.
Well, it probably isn't, but it looks like one.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's not a tomb per se, but it's definitely incorporated from their world
Yeah, it's
that they've
built
brought
within
into
their
this one. So you can tell this is sort of like a Hilden place. God knows what makes us Hilden a city. I suppose they just, like, when they came here, don't know how they came here. Apparently it was through Cain's knocking down the pillars of Nosgoth. And I don't know, just maybe they just started building stuff from the rock of the mountains, or this, whatever this island is.
I think they did, yeah.
But this is cool. Like, you see these little things, these little huts here? They're actually people's houses.
Yeah.
Like actual humans. And apparently what had happened is, the game's not too clear on that, but it's apparently like they brought slaves over to this island.
Yeah.
And that establishes what's happened with that woman and his wife. The wife of that woman who we were talking about, the husband of the woman, sorry. Jack, who apparently got lost in sea or got drowned or something, and he apparently never went fishing. Well, this is kind of where he ended up. In the Hilden city, where all these slaves, that when they're here, I don't think they just give a shit what they do with the slaves. Either they kill them or they just lead them to roam and die. So they end up trying to scrounge for anything that they can, and then build like little shacks just for houses or whatever. And it's really interesting. Totally reminds me of, you know, sad to say, it totally reminds me of South Africa when I went there. And to get to like the nice parts of South Africa, you had to go through all the shanty towns, and they looked pretty much the exact same as this. They just built their houses, or shacks rather, from nothing. And that's essentially that's all you can say about this, really. It's a sort of depressive, decrepit place, and just it's got a lot of flavour to it, you know. You better run, bitch. Damn. So much for you hating everything. Oh, hello. Yeah, spiders here again. You know, giant spiders, they just decide to want to come. I don't really need to fight them.
Nah, just leave them be.
Let's see how fast we can go through with this. I mean, again, I'm not trying to speedrun this. I'm really not. It's just, you know what it's like. We've seen it. We've been through it all. Nothing
That
else
building
needs to
up
be done.
top had opened up.
What building?
A tomb-looking building.
I completely forgot about that.
Even though it's not really a tomb.
Alright, may as well go check it out.
Yeah.
I don't want to say I've not explored, at least. Crap.
Yeah, that doesn't help.
Excuse me. Yeah, come on. May as well get some blood while I'm here. Man, Kane's just having such a good old time. He's going to have it, though. But at this point of the game is where anything beforehand, like with human guards and stuff like that. You said this was open.
Yeah, that's where that guy came out of. Maybe that's all it serves as a portal for them to come out of.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm so glad I listened to you and went back there.
Well, it's worth it to find out in case you miss anything.
The lore at this point doesn't matter. You could probably get in about 2 more upgrades worth. It's sort of about as much where the purple line is now. The red bar will be there.
Yeah.
But again, all it is just a couple more hits, really. Oh, this thing.
The generic stock monster sound.
Yep.
That you hear in everything that has monsters in it.
Especially in the 90s and the early 2000s.
Oh my god, yeah.
They were in everything. And actually, ironically, with the next game we're going to be Let's Playing, has a lot of that noise in as well.
Oh, good.
Goody gumdrops. Oh, you bet your bottom dollar. Wow, 5%. Oh, and there's bats here as well, of course. Ooh, much better weapon. There's a chest here.
I bet Kane wishes he could be a bat.
He probably can. Well, he actually, to be honest, he technically can form into bat like apparition, a bat-like apparition on the next game.
Yeah, but
you'll have to see what I mean.
To do it now.
No, he doesn't know how to do that. But yeah,
it's not that simple.
Why not? If we stay here, we will die. That's certain.
And where will we go?
We can slip aboard one of those vessels. They bring people every time. They must come from where there are others of our kind.
What if we're caught?
If we stay, we die. How is that different?
The place the ships go to is worse. What was that?
He is the one. He must be. Look at him. He is the one who is working against them.
Sir, is it true? Are you the vampire who's been making war on the demons?
I am Kane. Do you know this place well?
We do, my lord.
I must find the mechanism these creatures use to hide their presence in this city.
He can show you. Go on.
It is there, my lord. That building. I've heard them talking. The voice you seek is within.
I thank you. Now tell me, what is that?
That is the only way to get within. The doors to the building no longer function.
Like so much of this place.
And that one there?
We don't know.
But our stories tell us that is where the demons first appeared in our world.
Stories? How long have your kind been in this place?
We have been here forever. Our oldest fables tell us that our gods abandoned us here.
There are others like us. New ones. Soft ones. The demons bring them here from other places to work. They tell other stories.
They had no knowledge of the arrival of the demons. We had to tell them.
Enough. Be silent. That building surely leads to the gate, but first, I must destroy the device. How long have the Hilden held a foothold here, while we, unsuspecting, fought and triumphed in our petty wars above?
That little ship thing that was flying just then.
Yeah.
That's ripped straight out of fucking Stargate, that is.
I'm assuming that's what that sigh was from you before.
Yeah. It looks like a fucking puddle jumper. And it's going through a portal just like Stargate.
Yeah, I haven't watched Stargate. I've only seen a couple of episodes, but yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. I'm assuming that was meant to be the point, really, and
yeah.
As you can see, like that exposition that those two were sort of constantly spouting about. It's like they were born here in a way, or they were manufactured here, or whatever, and they've been here the whole time. That's what's even weirder. It's just...
You know what? It's funny when they were saying that they want to go to where the people were coming from.
Sorry.
But hairless apes cowering in caves. We gave you all that you had. And now, we take it back.
Okay.
But yeah, you know how they were talking about getting on the boat or the ship, whatever, to escape.
Yeah.
I was thinking, like, because if that goes to where they're taking people from, that's not a very good escape plan. Because what if you get all the way to that destination, get off the ship, only for them to capture you again and bring you straight back? It's not a good plan. You're just gonna be brought back.
Well, maybe they were just trying to hope out for a better life because they've been on the Hilden City for all their lives.
Which
Like
makes no sense, because if they're just going to go to where the slaves are coming from, presumably they've got it tough there as well, because they've got the fucking Hilda.
But they didn't
chasing
know
them.
any better. That's the point. They were trying to figure out where it was they came from, and maybe if they had a better
Yeah.
chance from where the ships were coming from. You know.
Well,
Yeah, because the humans don't know what the hell's going on. I'm pretty sure.
I know they don't really, but
Maybe the Seraphim guards do. I don't know.
the idea.
There's just so many things about this. These are questions that are left unanswered.
unanswered.
And honestly, I kind of like it that way. We're just
Yeah.
going into fan theory here.
Because I was just thinking the idea that you're going to where the slaves come from is not a good one.
No, exactly true.
But when they were talking about what the different people from different places with their own folklore, maybe if everything's coming through that portal, maybe they're capturing people from parallel worlds, like different worlds, just like the Hilda world is a parallel world apparently, isn't it? Something like that.
What, the Hilden?
Yeah. Do they come from a parallel world, or do they just come from space? It's a planet from space.
It's a parallel world. They
Parallel
actually have
world.
civilization from where they are.
So that made me think that maybe that's where they're getting slaves as well, from a variety of different parallel worlds. When they mentioned about different folklore, and I had to tell them about the beasts and things like that.
Are we talking about the two people still talking?
Yeah.
But they weren't referring to those people. So they weren't referring to the Hilden.
No, they were referring to the
Other
slaves.
humans. Yeah,
So,
other
I'm
humans,
thinking-
other human slaves that were here way before they were. And see, look,
Yeah. So I'm thinking they're getting
more stuff here.
people from different worlds,
Well, no, I think
or at least
this is what I really think is really cool. This guy's just chilling out here. He's just chilling out here, one guy. That's literally all that. Like, even they said before, the whole place is falling apart. It's decrepit. It's going under. You know.
Yeah.
So this whole, this whole city must have been here for a while, and they just haven't
Yeah.
maintained it. That's a laser that was meant to blow that up. It doesn't really serve much purpose other than just doing that. But yeah, that's the extent of this area, and not many people know what's going on. And oops, apparently you killed someone. Oh hey dude. No thanks.
security breach.
Intruder alert.
Yeah.
Good old combi. Back when combi were good.
Yeah.
Yeah, point at me all you want. You're not going to do anything. I'm assuming the spiders, they don't get along with the spiders either. Which is a shame
No.
because I love spiders. I think they're cool.
Yeah, spiders are nice.
I certainly get along with them much better than any other bloody bug or arachnid or whatever. Get out of my face. See how easy this is about me just not willing to. Yeah, I didn't need to go through any of that. I'm assuming
That platform was down there. You could have gone on.
maybe there's something over here. Oh, never mind. Well, gotta commit to going forward. Unless I want to kill myself, which I sure as hell don't.
You can land there.
No, I couldn't. I'd have to go, like, up further up here.
Oh,
And
because the
then just-
purple
God.
thing had you jump on that block there next to you.
This guy's just chasing around spiders. What are you doing? By the way, no, I cannot fight this guy, creature.
Yeah, it's waiting for you, isn't it? Waiting for a boss fight.
Yes, it is. I mean, look, I don't think I'm able. I can destroy it, but I can't fight it, and you know, on my own terms. It's definitely not the way it's supposed to. Because you'll just block every other attack, or better yet, he won't. You know, the geometry just won't hit him. You know. Okay, what the hell am I supposed to do? There's bloody spiders here. There we go.
That's some awful level design right there.
Yeah, it's a bit weird. But yeah, the whole place is just sort of falling down, decrepit. I think the music is pretty fitting as well. It's almost like, even the decor, it looks a little bit like Quake and Doomish.
Yeah, it just seemed a bit quaky to me.
Quakey. Man, could go for some Weetabix. Alright, so what else have I got in here? Probably just save myself like 15% of the game. But trust me, it'll get... This thing, this part will get long. Oh, there's another one.
Is there a dude in there? I can't see a dude in there.
Look, I think so.
Maybe you've got to access it from that window there.
Methinks I do.
Yeah.
Hamada hawa. Right. Oh, hello.
Come out of nowhere.
Okay, you little shit. You're not a nice spider, are you? Yeah, because spiders block. Spiders, your legs can definitely deflect my sword.
I'm made of titanium. He's a titanium spider. Now that's a superhero name.
Well, let's hopefully you get it in before Marvel does. Of course, they'll end up fucking it up with their movies royally. Disney, because Disney own Marvel now, I think, and
oh my god!
every Marvel movie they've had, they've royally fucked up with their stupid political correctness SJW, shoved it down people's throats crap.
Yeah.
They've ruined every bit of Marvel. I mean, I don't blame friggin' Stan Lee committing suicide. I know people say that. Oh, apparently I've just released something, but I don't exactly know what. Oh, there he is. Yeah, Stan Lee just ended up like committing suicide, assuming. So. I mean, well, I personally think he did, simply because if he was to live now, my God, he'd be turning in his grave. I say, well, that completely defies the point of what I said. Shut up! I know what I said. I know what I said. Right, so this thing's not going to attack me.
A bit of
Through the glass. Yeah. I know what I was trying to say. Okay, what's this guy doing? Is he actually going to... You know, he's right there. You might want to fight him. Damn it. I'm trying to get him to, like, fight the other guy.
Maybe he won't.
Oh,
Maybe
alright.
it's just not scripted to. You've got to do it.
Because video games.
This video game.
Yeah, Stan Lee's turning in his grave right now. If he was be alive to see this, he'd be just like, what the hell?
What is this shit?
Right, so
You gotta lure him into that.
that's the point I was meant to do. Just lure him in and then automatically position him to explode. That's how you kill them.
I thought that was gonna be a tube then. like a Mr. Burns tube.
Ah, yeah. Smithers, where does that tube go? I don't know, sir. It was here when we got here. Dance.
Yeah.
Dance. Oh my God, comedy gold. It was brilliant. That must have pissed off so many people from that region.
Must have done.
Funny as hell though, it was so worth it. Just like...
They got so many jokes with that tune. Like the one where he's about to suck up Marge and then
Oh god, yeah. You
He
do have
raises it
insurance, do
again.
you? Yes. Oh, okay. Yeah, Dr. Hibbert was right on it as well.
yeah.
I mean, I watched the episode the other day, and the reason I watched it, I suddenly realised to myself, what the hell actually happened with the Simpsons? And then I ended up just finding out, like, I just typed in the in YouTube, like,
Why
the
did
algorithm
shit
of the fall of the Simpsons, and it gave me like loads of videos, but I just
Dude,
ended up
there's so
checking.
many videos on it. So many.
I ended up just checking the highest rated one.
Yeah.
And
I've seen like 3 or 4 of them, and they all basically say the same thing.
They always keep referring to that episode of Seymour Skinner and how he was Armin Tamzarian, and that's when they started royally
the
messing
show
it up.
died. The show died before that for me.
Shit. I may have fucked up here.
You can't go back.
No.
Yakety yak. I know the lyrics are different.
Huh?
You know that song?
May have fucked up.
Oh,
never
yeah.
mind, got it.
Oh no, that is clunky as bollocks.
I needed to go behind in order
Yeah,
to.
you need to go behind.
Yeah.
That is awkward. That is such a clunky jump.
Clunky Junk is right.
That's the name of my album.
But
Clunky
that's
Junk.
that. Yeah, I just sent you that one because really, it was just interesting to me. I don't know why. I mean, by now, the funny thing is, I didn't realise that by the end of the 90s, all 3 of the main main creators of The Simpsons had gone. I didn't even know it was then. Like the late 90s, they literally all just went up and left.
I know,
Sam
it's like-
Simon,
it
Matt
does
Groening,
explain a lot, doesn't
Matt
it?
Groening. Is it Groening or Groening?
Groaning. Yeah, I just say groaning. Yeah, it does explain a lot when you go,
Oops.
huh, that's why things feel different.
That's why things feel shit. Never mind different.
Yeah, never mind different, but yeah.
They look shit. They act shit.
Yeah.
I mean, Homer's
don't-
just a complete, happy-go-loving dimwit who is so retarded in his emotions.
When he was mean, when Homer was mean, it was like only occasionally mean. But then they
Yeah,
just went
now he's
overboard.
completely. Now he just acts like a
he's
dick.
an antagonist all the fucking time.
Exactly. He really is.
And not only is he now just stupid and a bit of an oaf, he used to just be a bit of a dumbass.
Now he's just
fucking
completely.
brain dead.
Yeah.
He's clinically fucking. Oh my god.
Something wrong here. Yeah.
It's not funny.
Shit.
And I hate that whimpering scream that he keeps on doing in the new episodes. He's always doing it.
Which one?
That whiny, almost crying scream. He's like really breathy. Can't do it because I have an entirely different voice than him.
What
But
is it
it's-
like? Oh, is that it?
No, not that one. Not that one. It's like almost a scream. Oh,
I don't even know, to be honest. I mean,
yeah, I'll have to find an example of when he does it. But it's just, I hate the noises that come out of him.
look, I mean, I guarantee you, to the voice actors, it's literally a paycheck for them. Okay,
Yeah,
they don't even give a shit about their
They
show
don't care.
anymore. They probably just had one take and be like, yeah, it'll just
yeah,
just
it
take
feels
it.
that way. They do. You can tell they don't care.
There's no effort put into it anymore. They don't care. The main 3 creators are gone. All the original comedy writers are gone. I mean, what's his name? Conan O'Brien. I can't remember how long he's had his show for. It must have been a while. I mean, it was during a time when Simpsons was funny, so he must not have been there for a long time.
Yeah, people always
They
say
incorporated it in an episode of The Simpsons as well.
Yeah, he was in it. He's just he tells
Sit
Bart to
perfectly still.
dance.
Only I may dance.
Yeah, I know I made that. He's
I
just
like-
like sulking, going.
It's a weird thing, really. Like, he's making Simpsons is making a parody of a comedy writer that was originally in Simpsons.
Yeah,
And
they
he's in
make
his
fun
own
of
show.
themselves, the people that-
I like how he's, making a parody of himself. He's got good humour for himself.
Yeah.
He seemed like a bit of a jerk in the episode, but I honestly thought, really, was he like that?
Well,
I didn't know any better anyway. We didn't have Conan O'Brien from
No, we
back in the
didn't.
90s. You US, I don't know, the whole 2 of you watching or whatever, the US population, we didn't have anything like Conan O'Brien or any other sitcoms like that. I mean, Stephen Colbert, I know, was a lot later. It was very far later. I'm actually concerned now.
Yeah, it's one of those things. Yeah, I don't know. People always say like series 10 is like the last good series, but
I can understand that. I can understand that.
It died before that for me.
I can understand
I'd say
that.
like series 8.
Listen. The best way to answer it is you're both right. Now,
Yeah,
the way I rate it is every episode from seasons 1 to 7.
Yeah.
I could enjoy, really enjoy. No episodes was crap. They were all really good.
Yeah.
There was just 1 or 2 parts that I didn't like.
Yeah, I get you on that. Because even the very first series was good.
Yeah.
I love the first series.
Yeah. And when season 10 rolled around, that's when I noticed, okay, these parts have now become episodes. There's some really good episodes that I still enjoy, like when Homer climbs the murder horn. You know, he wasn't like a dumbass. That was a genuine episode of him being Homer then. I like that.
Yeah.
Crap. Wasn't.
Yeah, I get what you mean. It's like, yeah.
Still got a trial and error shit this part is, sorry. This is why we're talking about this, guys. Sorry, I mean, bear with us. It's friendly banter.
Yeah, because it's like what you say, like, for me it's series 8, but then throughout series 9 and 10, yeah, there was the occasional episode I will admit to liking. But after series 10, there's like nothing.
It was starting to be like, it was, you know, certain parts. It wasn't certain parts of the episode I won't like as much as the others, but all of the episodes will like. It was literally just, I'll like certain episodes, and then others you won't like. You like some and not others. That's how literally I defined season 10, and that's literally where I draw the last straw. It was like,
And then when it got to series 11 and it started carrying on, then it wasn't even the occasional episode. It was just the occasional joke.
Yeah.
And even then, it just went down and down and down, and I barely snicker at any jokes in modern Simpsons. I watch it every so often, just out of curiosity, like morbid fucking curiosity, and I watch it and I'm just sitting there going, what is this? How is this funny?
Christ, I hate this part so much.
Yeah.
I'm assuming I can't do anything.
Fucking jumping.
Wait, get in. Yeah, that's exactly how I described the episodes. Like, I've got all of the legitimate episodes of Simpson on my hard drive. I'd say all of them from seasons 1 to 10. Let's put that out there right now. And those are the only definitive additional episodes. I say additional, definitive episodes that I will demand anyone with half a brain cell. Oh, thank God, I can access this as well. At least I don't need to go through that shit again. Yeah. Anyone with half a brain cell would know better than to think, don't go if you need to download or rip the DVDs from The Simpsons, from their seasons, onto your computer, don't buy any more than season 10. Honestly, season 10 is your definitive. Once you start getting unsure, that's when it's like
when
you should stop. But if you start getting bored and you miss The Simpsons and you want at least a little bit of extension of knowing where your loyalty ended with it, I would go as far as say season 10.
Yeah.
I would definitely say season 10. That's the absolute definitive. Because simply put, you can start seeing the slippery slope. Like, I didn't also realise that was the episode where Homer went to Japan. Sorry, the season when Homer went to Japan, when they went to that super saving thing. And I already hated...
That Mr. Sparkles one?
Yeah, Mr. Sparkles. Yeah. No, it wasn't.
No.
That wasn't Mr. Sparkles. No, that was something else.
Because they've been to Japan so many fucking times.
They haven't been to... they didn't go to Japan during that time. He called Japan. They only went to Japan once. And that was for the Super Saver holiday. Yeah, he went for the Super Saver holiday because they were apparently lost... again, that's a really stupid, dumb gag. They went into an internet cafe, and then this guy who held up a gun, you know, what's his name, Snake, decided to rob his fucking savings through a bloody floppy disk. Yeah, because that, God, it was just like, the dumbest joke ever. I know it wasn't even meant to be a joke, but it was so illogical.
Yeah, that was a bit dumb. I think
No, it wasn't a bit dumb. It was complete full retarded.
It doesn't work.
So
well, was that the episode
I didn't
where
like
they had
it.
that seizure?
Yeah, it was the seizure
Japanese
episodes.
cartoon.
That one at least hit a little bit of a spark of humor.
Apparently, Godzilla's real.
Whatever. I know. That's when they were flying back from it. Yeah. Apparently, we're experiencing some problems with Godzilla. Blah, blah, blah. As soon as we get to about 30,000 feet, he usually lets go. Fuck off.
Yeah, I know.
Stop trying
Simpsons
to
is
be
a bit-
funny. Stop trying. When you try to, I don't know what morons they've got working for them, but they clearly have been way too long on the payroll. Okay, and now I'm angry. Now I'm just ranting about it because I'm fed up. I don't like it. We didn't deserve this. This wasn't the shit.
Do you know what? Out of all of the episodes, I can only remember 2 jokes that I quite liked. Out of all the modern episodes, and even these episodes aren't that new. There was the one with the Italian pizza guy.
I remember you telling me this.
He's like, hey, he's like in a boardroom. He's like, hey, it's me from the pizza company or something like that. And he just holds up like a pizza box with a drawing of himself holding up a pizza box with another drawing of himself holding up a pizza box. It's like infinite him. With a
Yeah,
pizza
yeah.
box.
It's sort of like a constant loop.
Yeah, I quite liked that one.
That one was.
That was a
I
good
haven't
joke.
seen that episode, you know.
I can't find that episode.
I'm not going to trawl through each season just to do it, mate.
I wouldn't
I'm not
fucking
going to do it. If you want me to see that, which I am willing to do, I'm willing to give you the time of day. I am not going to do it on this bloody. What the hell?
that was pretty funny. And another one with Patty and Selma. It was a visual gag. This one. It's just where it's just fag ash in their hair.
Fag ashing?
Yeah, it's something
okay.
like I can't. No, not fag ash. Oh no, I'm mixing up the joke now.
Crap. Alright. This is what's draining about this fucking part. I've been on there for 15 minutes now.
And it's
this
just
is
fucking
this is just,
lowering
yeah.
and raised water.
For anyone else who feels about this way, I mean, don't bother commenting in the don't bother commenting in the don't bother leaving a comment in the comment section for this game. I know, okay, trust me, I know what your feelings are towards this part. It's alright. There is a hit and miss, same as The Simpsons. It's a hit and miss.
It's a water level. Water levels are crap. Even if you're not actually.
It's not really a water level per se. It's literally just
water
a part with water in it. You know, Tomb Raider had fun water levels, even though I never liked them at first. I still got on with them because, you know, they were fun. I liked them. This is just taking the piss.
Yeah.
Just over and over again. Like, this is like my brain is obviously switched off at this point because I clearly didn't give a shit about wanting to talk about the game because this part doesn't really interest me. I knew this part was coming up and I was already just not happy. I wasn't having it. But if you're interested about the conversation we're having now, leave in the comments, guys, about what you think your definitive last season was for the best part of, you know, the 90s or the 2000s was for The Simpsons, really. Because by season 10, I think that was going about the late 90s, I think it was.
Yeah.
It was, wasn't it? Because remember,
Yeah,
it was late 90s.
99.
I'm sorry, late 80s when The Simpsons started.
Yeah, the year.
89, I
The
think.
year before. No, before that.
Oh, was it?
If you include the Tracy Ullman shorts, it was 87.
Who's Tracy Ullman?
Some talk show host.
Alright.
She's English. It's if you count those episodes, those little short, about like 5-minute long episodes, it was 87. But I think the actual series, yeah, I think that was about 89.
Do not make me fucking do this anymore, please.
But yeah, that Patty and Selma joke, I thought was quite nice.
Yeah.
Where they're not actually grey hair. It's just like fag ash in their hair.
Oh, I think I remember that. I actually can't remember
It's
now.
like really vibrant hair. Like one of them's blonde and one of them's like brown hair or something.
Do you know what
But then
really?
they ruined the joke by having all the ash fly into the sky, and then it fucking causes a plane to crash. It's just like, come on, you should have left the joke there.
I know. Really was just too much.
I thought it was funny that the ash was like a smokestack coming out the window. That was funny, but then the plane crash was just taking it too far.
Yeah, let's not draw attention to that, because you take every other retarded moment in that show too seriously now, and you're trying to make a big gag out of it.
That's it. Some jokes would be a lot
Why
funnier
is there
if they
exposition?
just cut it off
Exactly.
there and then.
Homer, he's the biggest shithead. He's even the worst father as well.
He's
Back in the early days, he's a guy who completely loved his family. He took 2 jobs just so he could upkeep the freaking pony that he got Lisa.
Yeah.
And now he's willing to selfishly buy himself a Christmas present during Christmas and like rip everybody else off.
I've not seen that.
Yeah, it's the episode where he gets that clock thing that's like this. I don't know. It's all in one thing, and I don't know. It's just a really dumb. Oh, fucking hell!
Yeah,
Please, just let
it's
me
a
land
dumb
on
show.
it. Please let me land on it. Get me on there. All right, fuck it. It's.
How are you meant to make it over there?
I don't fucking know, mate. Where am I now? Oh, God. I'm getting pissed with this. Hey guys, and we're back. Just had to do with that shitty part off the camera because I couldn't be asked to subject you through that anymore. But, I mean, I was having a good time anyway. Talking about, you know, Simpsons and whatnot. How far along are we anyway? It's 30%. Holy crap. Got a long way to go.
Yes, we do. And you've got some ruins in the way.
Got something in the way. But,
Platforming.
we're going to be meeting up with some old friends soon. I'm assuming this is a platform. Oh, thought it was going to crush me then. And just whoa, wasn't finished there. All right. Oh, hello. What are you doing? Guarding the door.
He clearly saw you. He's just not paying attention.
Oh Christ! I actually need some health.
Yeah.
Alright, I guess I'm gonna subject myself to killing this guy. Oh, he has 2 power attacks. Oh my god, die? How many combos have you survived now? Asshole. I'm starting to lose my patience with this game now, I really am. Sorry guys. I know it seems like I hate this game, I really don't. It's just... You saw that water puzzle, there was absolutely fuck all reason for that to be there.
I think this is one of those games where...
Exactly,
probably-
I totally friggin' agree. It does, it definitely... You can't clear your throat enough. How about this
No,
game?
you can't. You really fucking can't. But no, it's one of those games where I think it's a couple of chapters too many.
It completely illustrates my point about the whole Simpsons fiasco. Like, you know how certain bits, you know, that doesn't land quite as well as other bits in the episode, but you still enjoy the episode as a whole. And
Yeah.
now we're getting to the point where it's not actually the bits that's bothering you that you can nitpick about. It's actually the full-length episode.
The whole thing. Yeah.
You know, that's where we're at now with games like this. We can't just nitpick little bits. We're actually nitpicking parts of the game. Oh Christ! What the fuck are you doing there?
That was like the lamest jump scare.
Yeah. It didn't make me jump. Essentially, it was just like, oh okay.
Yeah, I know. That's why I said it's the lamest.
Well,
He just sort of walks out and is like, "Hello, you want to
think-
fight?" No.
I think if I'm lucky... What the hell is he doing? Some weird contraption, I'm assuming that...
He's looking at some bones and he's going, what are these? You look like you're made out of bones, Mr. Seraph.
Go get a burger, man. Jeez.
I know, yeah, eat a sandwich.
I think at this point now, the most I hope to gain now for lore's sake in the rest of this game is probably one more lore's worth. And do you know what, dude? I'm gonna do you a favour, because my character does not know how to detach your restraints, so he's just gonna chop whatever he
Where the
sees.
fuck would he even go if you did let him off?
Same thing
He'd get
to hope
captured and
for.
put back up there,
Yeah,
wouldn't he?
the same. He'd have the same notion of escape as the other two people we met.
Yeah. Well, just flee to where the slaves come from. Yeah, that's totally gonna work. You
But
just
they've
get
been-
captured and brought back.
But they've been here for like all their life. They're actually completely devoid of their own species.
They
They don't even know that they're humans.
Yeah, they got no. Their logic is a bit flawed.
Just a bit.
You get it's,
Yeah, that's what you get for becoming a slave.
you've just been run into the ground. It's inspecting the spider.
Just throw you in
They
the
do-
goo.
Really do just look like angry grandmas to me.
Angry grandmas. I actually haven't watched that.
I don't even know what that is. Oh, it's not a thing.
Alright then.
They just look like they
Never
just
mind.
look like angry old people.
That conversation went nowhere.
Well,
I don't know why, I just feel a little bit of empathy. Well, not empathy, but rather sympathy towards him. We should be getting a visitor from old friends soon. Was this a save point?
Huh.
I don't think it was it?
you haven't come across one in a while.
As far as I know. Oh, I can already tell what I've got to do here. I'm assuming that burns you from the touch.
I would assume so too, considering you blew open a wall with it earlier.
But thankfully, I have a cup of tea. And I have the patience to wait this time. Trouble is, my power's done. It takes a little bit of time for them to settle in. Okay. This better be the way to go. Seriously.
It'd be funny if it wasn't though. An
all I
hour's
friggin'
worth
need.
of gameplay and you come down the wrong way.
Just
God, they even sound like old people.
fucking asshole. Just stand still. I've gone through too much to let you ruin my fun. Thank God these type of weapons exist. You know what? If it's a
Hey,
checkpoint, I will just take it. I don't even care about the other door. I'm pretty sure there was stuff in there as well, but I don't care.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that. The Stargate door or something.
Someone's remodeled it.
That's officially what we're going to call it now.
Stargate.
Yep.
That's basically what it fucking is. Transports them to different worlds, doesn't it?
No, you weren't supposed to acknowledge him as well. Oi. If you'd fucking destroy this... God. shit. Good.
Fucking hell, man.
Oh, my sword is bronze.
he's gonna snap.
I guarantee you that even if there's a chance that I could get another lore, you know, extended lore health bar or whatever. I don't know what the hell you're meant to call it.
I don't know.
Oh.
You've just been calling it that, so whatever. I can't.
If there's a
offer
chance I could
anything
get
else.
another extended health bar throughout this playthrough, I don't even care to. There really is not much point. And I've been saying this now for the last few chapters. But this is really where I want to try and take it a hold. Because I'm close to it now, I may as well finish this last bar, and I guarantee you there's not going to be any point carrying it on. Because I remember going through every... Oh my god, that was... Okay, that was fine. I remember going through every kill on this on this game, the first time I played it. And I remember the final... Before the very final boss, which is... Oh god, who would have thought? The Seraphan.
Oh no.
My lore bar was actually halfway. As if to stipulate that there was more to it. What the hell is this room?
That is a health and safety violation right there.
What the fuck is this guy doing? I'm assuming these will hurt me. Oh, yeah, okay. In the name of science. What the hell are you screaming at? Oh, now suddenly you can run.
He's scared of you, but not those giant spikes coming in and out of the fucking wall.
They're not even
That
touching
is rude.
him. They're not even look at that.
That's why he's not scared of them. they don't hurt him. Someone forgot to program that in.
It's actually going through him.
Yeah, somebody didn't think to make them get hurt. Fire that guy.
What the fuck? Oh, right. Was that meant to be a body dumping machine or whatever? Oh, that was weird. Right,
Those spikes are meant to damage something.
What the hell are you doing in here? No.
Bit of an infestation with those things, isn't there?
Just a tad.
You notice the holes that they come out of with the webs all over them.
Well, sometimes they come out from cracks in the wall.
Yeah, that's what I meant. And they look like
They do have webs in there, yes. Gives it the aesthetic purpose of them living there.
this is where the spiders live with the webs. Can you see?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where there's webs, there's usually spiders. Did
Thank
you
you,
know that?
video game.
Oh, look.
Usually, unless
There's
they've
our
moved.
friend. The other one.
Uh,
Although, I'm not entirely sure where it is I need to go at this point. I think it's this way. Because it's
Miss-
got like...
yeah. It looks like it's got stuff.
Alright, let's not tease him.
He just doesn't want to jump, does he?
I feel like there's an
ugh.
expression to be had there. You shouldn't tease something. That's a lot that can royally fuck you up. Can royally ruin your day.
The only one I can think of is "Don't bite the hand that feeds," but doesn't really. That's
not
not really
really-
about teasing,
no.
is it? That's
No,
rebelling.
that's nothing to do with teasing. No, it's
That's
not
the
even.
only thing
It's
that-
not even rebelling. That's
Well, don't be a
depreciating
dick.
your.
Yeah.
It's depreciating your handler, or in this case, being spoilt
Yeah.
in a way. Well,
Yeah.
that's a bad way of phrasing it. No more chests? No, whatever. There probably is, but I don't care.
Are you gonna get the last bit of lore from them? Mark?
Probably not. I know for a fact that I'll get it beforehand, trust me. I'm assuming I was meant to open that.
I don't even know what you opened.
The large door, where that thing was, and it just decided to run out.
Alright.
God
Take
damn it.
your word for
Get the fuck in the sword.
Make my sword purple, or else.
Was that all that was over here? Oh, great.
That and a couple of spiders. It's got almost full health now.
Just... You can't even see him drink it there. It's like going in his chin. It reminds me of a kid that's like slobbed his food over his mouth. It's just going down his chin. Yeah.
Yeah, that's horrible, but yeah.
It happens.
It's funny when animations just don't line up. Mate, your co-worker just got slaughtered. Fucking hell.
Yeah, he got wrecked just now.
Oh my god, moves?
Yeah, may as well head to the last part of my lore. And I suppose it gives you decent lore, really.
I guess every little bit of health helps.
Yeah, but we're not working in Tesco's, man.
Aren't we? Alright then.
Just FYI, mate, your masters are dead. Or your slayers, or whatever. This is what will happen to you if you stick around, so you may want to run now. You know.
Where's he gonna go? It's not exactly a door with the exit
just
sign
go
posted
to where,
above it.
I don't know, just go to where the thing is. Oh, I think this is where the chapter will end. For this half of the game, anyway. And who knows, maybe I'll incorporate this part as well into the last part of what I was playing. I don't know, probably I will.
Depends how long it is.
Is there no other chests in here? Oh, look at the small hut. Oh, wait, are we doing this then?
Yeah, you're having a showdown with it.
Anticlimactic, to say the least. Excuse me, I wasn't finished. I didn't actually get the lore then, so that's fucking great.
Excuse me, game.
This may be, because we're at the part now where it's... I'm not entirely sure if that was a new chapter then. Oh, probably not. Wait, what? 50% of the Hilled City? Oh, okay.
Wow.
Maybe that's...
Back first, fucking hell.
Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of Blood Omen 2, the Legacy of Kain series. I'm joined again by Thor.
Oh.
And literally just, you know, went straight in for this recording to do this part because obviously we haven't reached the checkpoint yet. And we essentially want to finish this game. So we're pretty much committed to it now. We're going to go full steam ahead, trying to get this game sorted so that I could start uploading it because I haven't actually started rendering this part of this game yet at all. So yeah, just want to say in advance, thanks for watching the whole Let's Play of this. It has been a wild ride, and without further ado, let's get the fuck moving. Is there meant to be exposition with these two? Probably.
No, just looking longingly into each other's eyes. It's a workplace romance that you've just fucking ruined.
Probably have. That's probably the equivalent of romance in their society, just looking into each other's eyes.
Yeah.
They didn't explain how they breed.
No, that's all they do. They just look at each other, and then there's just a little one next to them. That's how they do it. If you stare long enough.
They'll stare back. Damn, they give you a lot of lore. Right, I think all it will take now is one chest. Just one chest. Which is right there. There you go. And that is it. That is about the equivalent of my life that I'm going to get. If I was carrying on with this trend of, like, you know, sucking blood on every person that I found,
get another bar out of
I
it,
could probably get another bar out, but we're way past the point of even that being a conceptual thing now.
Yeah, it's just gonna take forever.
Oh, here's a dumb boss fight. I actually thought there was meant to be 2 chapters, but turns out there wasn't. It was just this. It's a super long chapter because the equivalent of how far along we've gone is the equivalent to 1 chapter.
Is that thing just a machine that looks like a fucking seraphim?
Well, it's a Hilden, yeah.
It looks exactly. They modelled a little flying ship after themselves.
Well, you know,
egotistical. It's like
yeah,
us making a plane and making it look like a fucking person. It's like,
well, how often does that actually happen, though? I mean, I have seen things that always look like faces, like, you know, those stone monuments that you sometimes see, especially on the pyramids.
yeah, I mean, building statues is one thing, but like a whole vehicle.
Have I not? Right. Now you can die. There you go, that was literally all the boss was.
Barely see what the fuck was going on. That was awful.
Now for a cutscene.
Cain, the Hilden city's defenses have been broached. Janos can no longer sense a ward barrier.
It's my doing. I've shut down their foul magics, at least for a time.
Then we are ready to help you. Janos is casting a spell that will bring us to you in moments.
Excellent.
I look forward to thanking you in person for saving Uma's life.
Yes, of course.
I want to save that.
Getting a bit of.
I will try to detect the location of the Hilden Gate.
Where's Uma, Cain? I cannot sense her.
She will not be joining us.
Uma is dead, is she not? Were you too late?
No. She suffered the fate she deserved. She stole the Nexus Stone from me.
So you refused to help her?
I dealt with her as I deal with all traitors. I killed her accordingly.
You did what?
I did as you would have done, Volador, to any human or vampire who defied your will.
Monster!
She chose her fate. Was she acting as the dutiful lieutenant, following her superior's orders? I care not. What's done is done.
We were wrong ever to trust you.
Do you so wish to return to the grave, old friend? You are in no position to challenge me.
No, we have no time for this discord. I sense that the Hilden Gate is nearby. I can transport us there.
We will settle this in good time. Tonight, the Sarafan Lord dies. Tomorrow, we shall see.
No!
This round is mine, Dark One.
I must tend to Vorador. Proceed without us, Cain. I can teleport you to a place near the gate, but you will have to close it on your own. Use the Nexus Stone, cast it into the gate, and the magic of the stone will destroy it utterly.
Cast your spell, then, and let us finish this.
Well, he gets points for honesty.
Wow.
Admitting to the murder.
Was that a save point? No, it wasn't.
But I like how he sounded like Aku Aku when he was talking to him with echoey voice.
Yeah. And so we come to the main part of the citadel, or the city, which is... Wait, what? Oh, yeah. Of course, it would be so anticlimactic, wouldn't it? Just be so perfect to open the door. No. I have to like a commoner to go around the side entrance, because God forbid you roll out the red carpet for my doing. Beating so far through the game. Where the fuck do I go now? Jesus Christ.
And you gotta jump over the water.
No, I can't, because this is where I'm supposed to be.
Yeah, but it looks like you've got to go back.
Shut up, Thor. I know what you're trying to do.
You've gotta go around!
Yeah, you gotta go all the way back to the start.
What? To defeat the level, you must go back to the beginning.
Of the game.
The
You gotta reset, start a new game.
And only then shall you proceed.
In some form or another.
Well,
Yeah, so not really an unexpected twist. I'm absolutely surprised how Vorador didn't comprehend that, you know, he couldn't sense Uma anymore. So it's like, what the hell do you expect? You were sensing her before, and yet you couldn't because she was trapped in the industrial quarters. And then, I don't know. It's just the exposition on this game is so weirdly laid out sometimes.
I know, you gotta think something's up happening if you can't sense them anymore. It's not like they've gone for a fucking nap, is it?
No, it's just done. See you guys. I'm not bothering with you anymore. Oh, for God's sake, no, not again. Fuck am I?
No, not more of this.
80%, fine. Fucking
Not more
fine,
of this.
whatever.
Oh.
Dude, I know, alright.
Why do
If
they
this
think it's fun?
if this part comes to less than 20 minutes, I may end up just splicing this in the end with the other part. I mean, I may end up doing that with the last part anyway, who knows? I just want it to be done. Again, this bloody puzzles is so stupid. I can't apologise enough, guys. I know that you guys really get fed up of watching this part anyway. As you can see now why I tried to speedrun it, because I'm trying to save time on these parts that I end up having to be subjected to. I don't even know what the fuck I did then.
What was the point of that joke? Come on.
I don't know. I really don't know.
Oh, I was expecting that to do something different, but nope.
What the hell point was that? I'm assuming that did something. That's the only way I can think of it. If I didn't do it, I guarantee you I would have had to have done it eventually. That's the only solace and silver lining I can be. Yeah, okay. So it's the exact same puzzle as the one before. Just lifting that up, keeping that continuously moving while draining the whatever the hell that's called. Oh god, it's dumb, it's stupid. What's around here? Same thing on both ends.
I don't know. Fucking stream's gone all disco on me again.
We are destined to win this battle. So is it known to us all. Who of us knew that one of his cursed race would come this far? This disturbs me. We need only be vigilant, cousin, to prevail. He cannot kill us all.
That's where you're bloody wrong, mate.
Yeah.
Haven't you been
about
noticing what's going on? And in fact, I'm not even your biggest threat anymore. It's the thing that I'm wearing around my neck.
Yeah, that's it.
Oh my god, we're here at the very final part of the game.
Cool. Now kill some bad guys.
Which
and replace
you can
them
barely
with
see
more bad
that.
guys.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
You can barely even see that. What you were meant to see was
They
this.
can make out
But because
something.
the rendering of the fog, you know, because it's 2012, you couldn't see it. You were meant. I think the game was intended that you could see it, but they didn't program it for obvious reasons. Anyway, don't know why I saved then. I haven't gone through a checkpoint. Let's get a bit of life in while I'm doing it.
Gotta get full health for a boss.
Wake up, you little sad act. Stop yawning. But yeah, I cannot believe we've literally come this far, and honestly, I think this is the most our life could have been anyway. Because now that I think about it, we didn't. I don't know. It doesn't matter anymore.
You didn't run into many.
We're here. We're here.
At last, I had hunted my prey to his very lair.
Cain, that sword is, you know, fuck it, I don't care anymore.
The Hilden
Just
Gate
let him get
was
on with
before
it.
me, from which the Hilden general, in his guise of a Sarafan lord, planned to bring forth his alien armies and destroy us all. Turn, vile demon! Your reckoning day has come.
Cain.
What do you mean, Cain? You knew he was there.
Did you think you could
expecting
defeat
Lynch.
me? All your plans are revealed, together with your true nature. Turn and enter the gate you have fashioned and join your kind before I obliterate it. Or stay, and be destroyed upon its rubble.
I confess I did not expect to find you here, at the heart of my endeavor. You are indeed a more capable adversary than I had thought possible.
You can ponder that thought when you have made your choice. Return to exile, or death.
Do you think the game is over? Do you think it will end with me? Have you not wondered why so many of your trusted henchmen, time and again, bend their knees before me, accept me as their lord, and join their cause to mine?
Cowards and traitors deserve no second thoughts, only their complete annihilation.
Did it not occur to you that perhaps my cause, and not yours, is the cause of right, of justice? That your ambition to rule this world is but the youthful craving of a petty noble who has gained too much power, but never enough?
Silence, demon. Your need to corrupt is only too apparent. But every traitor that you have turned to your will from my side, even Uma, your latest spy, is dead.
Uma? I have no spy called Uma.
You lie!
That, I didn't really understand why they needed to do that now. But as you can see, we're going to fight him. And he's firing at the Soul Reaper at us with some beams. I don't believe that Cain really thought that. But this is probably the most interesting boss fight in the whole game, because it actually causes you to need to use pretty much all of your spells, which I like.
I like how it was like having to go at Cain for wanting too much power.
Yeah, I like that. Actually, that made sense. I mean, this is probably the most arrogant and yet the most down-to-earth Hilden. That's the leader of the Hildens, essentially, ironically, the Sarafan, because he's speaking exactly what we've been thinking of the whole time. Why do you think all your generals and, you know, your henchmen betrayed you? Why do you think they came over to my cause? To them, it was a lesser of two evils. You're a shit leader, Cain, but you're determined. That's all it is.
Determined. But I just thought it was funny, just like the guy. Because he's got all the power himself, and he's talking about too much power. It's just like, well, whatever. Someone say you've got too much power and all.
It's just a battle of who wants it more. That's all it is.
It basically is, isn't it? It's two fuckheads fighting it for the ultimate power.
So the way we've got to do this boss fight is when he stands on each corner of these podiums here, and you'll just stand there until you use your telekinesis power to just basically do a dab of health, but he'll like go back and then start wobbling on the edge, and that's when your jump ability comes in handy, and then you meant to jump in, then go boom. That's one iteration of the fight.
Now roll the credits.
Yeah. Oh, not that simple.
If only.
If only. Weird how the sword was clipping into him then, but I digress.
Well, because you pointed it out to him, he's realised, now he's fixed it.
You can prevail. While you possess the Nexus Stone, my sword cannot slay you. But while you bear the stone to shield your life, you cannot use it to destroy the gate. Stalemate, Cain. And mine is the waiting game. As long as I have not lost, in time, I am sure to win.
But I have not yet made my choice.
No! No! No!
boy. Now he's pissed. Oh,
He's angry.
I broke your portal. Dude.
Now he's thinking. Yeah,
Broke
now
your
he's
portal.
thinking. I broke your portal. But yeah, now he's thinking. If I'm gonna go down, you're going down with me.
Oh yeah, obviously.
Yeah.
He's pissed off, but the
Can't
thing
let
is,
get away with that.
but you forget the whole build-up of this game was the fact that Cain needed to close the gate in order to sever any ties of the Hilden living in the the plane of humans, I guess, or
it's like their lives.
world. Yeah.
Yeah,
So now they are going to wither and die automatically,
Yeah,
and
that's
that includes the Sarafan. So in this case, I think the Sarafan still has a choice because he's in the limbo part of each world essentially,
Yeah,
which is
it's not
this is
quite collapsed
essentially what it's
yet.
meant to look like.
Yeah.
But as you can see, the top part is our world, and the bottom part is their world, and we're just sort of in the paradox part,
In the
I guess, if you want to call it like that. I mean, I'm not afraid of him. I'm really not. I'm just talking for the sake of explaining what this is. I do like the back and forth between them two. It's like when it's almost as if Cain actually respects him as a fighter because he speaks to him like a normal enemy, I guess, or at least.
I think they've both got a little bit of respect for each other, but obviously they still hate each other.
I cherish the irony of killing you with your own sword, Cain.
I don't think you can actually damage him with many things, and trust me, your sword was about to break within a few hits of him anyway, but
You just have to knock him off the platform.
nope. Better use incineration.
Oh, you do actually have to fight him as well.
Just build it up over and over again. Not really a hard concept, but this part of the fight is a little bit boring, but yeah, just don't try and hit him even when he's when you're trying to finish off attack. It just won't. It's not really
It's a
hard.
fair
Like.
bit to him.
But again, it didn't make sense about why Cain thought Uma was part of it. He knew he wasn't. Alright? Cain was not... No, that was just, I think, crappy writing, if I'm honest. Because the way Cain was going on about this... It was just, like... It made no sense to instantly think of that, like she was betraying. Because she got really wounded by all those guards that were part of his regiment.
What she did was...
There was no reason to suggest
not
that.
out of it wasn't because she was on their side. It was because she feared Cain was
just being just as bad.
Just as bad as them. That's it. That's all it was.
I mean, I gotta give it to Uma. She's not stupid. She knows exactly what she was getting into when she was resurrecting him. I'm assuming already by then she had to have known already what he was about because all the generals had already turned on him. But here we go, another cutscene.
You?
Yes, your prisoner, from whose blood you built your evil plans.
What could be more righteous than to take our revenge and your freedom from the same source? Tortured eons of suffering are too good for you, vampire.
But not for you, Hilden, who has dared to set a corrupting foot upon this world after your banishment. Return to the demon dimension in which you belong.
And by what right, cursed one, did you send my kind to that place of evil?
By what right did you lay on us the curse that drove us from the light and made us predators of humankind?
It was justice for our banishment from the world. You see what it has made of our once fair race.
I see you have taken your true form at last.
Then go and see what it makes of you.
Cain, the sword!
I sentence you to the hell of your own making. A prisoner for all time.
No! Cain!
And now, it is your turn.
Alright. Now I got the Soul Reaver, bitch.
So they created the vampire.
No, they didn't create them. They cursed them as being forced to drink blood.
Well, that's kind of what I meant.
The Soul Reaver acts... Shit. Pressed the wrong button. The Soul Reaver acts exactly like the other swords. What the fuck? Oh, okay, you're just gonna be a pussy about them like that. Alright. That scream. You must have had the voice actor must have had fun doing that.
I know, yeah.
I think the Berserk will work on this guy. Oh, are you tired? Sorry. Ah, he blocked it. Fair play. So there you go. Another one of those combos, and that'll be it.
It's finished.
Hey, get your strength back. And there we have it.
You have won the battle, but the war between your kind and mine will never end. Our banishment in a demon dimension also ensures our immortality. One day, we shall return.
Should your kind breach that place of banishment again, I will be waiting.
You will not live that long.
I have lived long enough to dispose of you. What was it she said to me in that fatal moment when she took from me the Nexus Stone? How would my rule differ from that of the Sarafan Lord? If you had lived, Uma, you would have learned the difference. You should have trusted me. The war was over, and yet there was another battle to be fought. The cruel masters of Nosgoth, the Sarafan, now leaderless, still had to be put down. There were cities to be rebuilt, and order to be restored, and a new rule. My rule would then begin. To the victor go the spoils. At last, Nosgoth would be mine.
And there you have it. That is the Legacy of Kain series of Blood Omen 2. It's the first time I've actually said that backwards. Well, all in all, pretty interesting ride, to say the least. I mean, I enjoyed it. Obviously, some parts that I really could have done without. But overall, this was a nice game to come back to, and I enjoyed my time with it. And again, I want to give a special thanks to Thor for sticking it out with me. God knows I would have lost my sanity a lot more faster without him.
It's alright.
But anyway, there you go. The Blood Omen 2 is done. And even then, at the end, when he said, what was it that Uma said to me? See, look, screenshots like this, with a snowy, that looks like a snowy fortress castle or whatever, that's been a battle. I would have, why did they incorporate stuff like that in, as level design or whatever? But there you go. A lot of differences of whatever. There's Uma again, just interesting fan service shot there, whatever. It's interesting how they incorporated that vampire, and he was only actually just, you know, involved in cutscenes.
Yeah, it's just in the background.
Gotta say, this definitely looks a lot more comic booky, so you can definitely tell where they got a lot of their inspiration from for a lot of the level design.
You know what? You could probably remake the series as a comic book if you wanted.
I probably could. I probably could. As for the next game of the installment, the Legacy of Kain Defiance, the official name it's called. That's his full name, essentially. I will do it. I do plan to want to do that game. It won't be till much further off in the future, though, I'm afraid, because I'm afraid some of the part of the gameplay of that is just as monotonous as this, where you had to do stupid puzzles in order to just gain progression for the story. But it is a lot more interesting, and obviously, with what the Sarafan said at the end, you know, my kind will breach the blah blah blah. No, it doesn't. Alright, spoiler ahead, his kind never reaches back into the plane of Nosgoth or whatever planet they were from. See, that is interesting. They didn't incorporate that in the game, but
That looks like a Winnemango
could have been a lot of things, mate.
from Fallout 2.
So there you have it. Blood Omen 2 is done. Thanks all for sticking around for this LP. And on the next LP, I'm going to, well, I've got to first render all this footage and then upload it to YouTube, and then I will decide, I think, because there's two games that I have an idea on what I want to let's play, but I think I'm sort of leaning more towards Dark Messiah of Might and Magic. And then the game potentially after that would be Deus Ex Revision on realistic difficulty, non-lethal. Complete non-lethal walkthrough. Except for one forced kill that you have to go through, but I won't spoil you there. I'm pretty sure anyone who's played Deus Ex knows exactly what that means. So thanks again for watching, guys, and we, well, as always, hopefully see you soon.
Bye.